I'm a game changer. I'm a risk taker. I don't hide from the battle. The battle hides.
My name is Ray, also known as AU7001. In the last competition, I got a lucky 3,500 score to keep me in the race. Now, what was it that got me here? Am I just better at others? Did I cheat, or did I just got lucky? Here's the strategies that I used to get a better score. When everyone is given with the same parts of data, there are a lot to explore with. But given with the same information, it is still a limited amount, so there will be similar ways teams will try to win, and the most important way is using pathfinding algorithms. It's important to know that there are only a few available algorithms for pathfinding, and also some are just better than others in this case. For example, DFS, BFS, Dijkstra's algorithm, Greedy, and A-star all are common pathfinding algorithms. Breadth-first search finds its path through layers starting from its starting point, and depth-first search finds its path only using one point and all the way down. These two can find all the possible ways from A to B, but takes up a lot of memory and time, which is critical to rescue. For my program, I am using A-star because it's a combination of both Dijkstra's and Greedy, which performs better than just one of them. One of my major strategies is to use the super boot. My program takes on the closest object area that fits its need to make a super boot. This allows the robot to get consistent super boot to maximize the score. At first, our robot is going to take 2 red, 2 cyan or blue, and 2 black to create a super boot. After that, I can use the super boot as red, blue, or black to create another one. This allows the robot to have a choice for the object it chooses, and also gather more objects in a shorter time with the rhythm going. All this code is really complicated and would be near impossible to write thousands of data in a limited amount of time. So I used a little program to write it for me, where I input the map data with coordinates of the wall, traps, swamp areas, and deposit areas, and also the object areas where the robot will search in for objects. This allows the program to be done in just minutes instead of hours, so I can improve other places. The map allows the program to go to deposit areas, move to object areas, and avoid swamp areas. For no signal places, I have a variable for the last coordinate of the robot, which can be used as a backup when the robot enters it. It's obvious that I've been around in CoSpace Rescue for a good amount of time, so let me introduce myself. My name is Ray, and for this particular CoSpace Rescue competition, I am representing Australia. Through my last 4 years of rescue competition experience, starting from U12 and now U19, with the new possibilities opened up with coordinates and with the help from instructors, I've participated in both international and national competitions. I may have not listed all of them. Problems, issues I still face. Despite all the changes and experiences I had with CoSpace Rescue, I still face challenges. The first one is ignoring borders and traps. I believe this problem is caused by long run times of the algorithm, or maybe I designed the map poorly. This could be fixed by changing how I design the map, however the problem can still occur. A map with scattered objects doesn't fully express the advantage of my code, so more of it would depend on luck. Hardware is also a big problem because the algorithm requires going through lots of data with calculations. When the robot is calculating the shortest route for a long distance, It could go in circles or run into traps, with CoSpace running at a low FPS. The last problem is one of the unluckiest where I have encountered, which cost that competition. This one is mostly based on luck where the super spawns inside a trap. When a robot goes to get it, I could program it to dodge the trap, which would make it hard to get it, or I could program it to ignore the trap and let it thus get it, which can allow the robot to thus run inside the trap after it collected the super. There's no current way I have a solution with this, but I'm still brainstorming ideas. At last, I am really thankful for this opportunity, even with the pandemic changing schedules. The game starts and then both cars go to their own deposit areas, and after they collected some, they go to another place, but then they bump to each other, making blue think that it has another black object. This would influence the later games because of my strategy of getting 6 objects at a time. Now after blue deposit, the super is created, and then on its way it got 3 more, and now it's heading for the black object place. But because the distance is so far, the algorithm needs some time to calculate its path, and this usually takes a lot longer time on lower processing computers. And after collecting 6 objects, it goes to deposit. And this creates another super using a super, which is one of my strategies. Now the path is really long, so it takes a long time to calculate it. After collecting the super, it goes to the red object zone, and then gets 2, and then heads upwards to the blue zone. Now it's missing 1 black to get a super, but then it goes out of the range, so it goes to relocate. And then after this, it's still calculating the path to a black object area. It almost goes to the trap, but it didn't. Collects a black and then goes deposit. The blue is created on the bottom, but it's quite far away, so the robot needs some time to calculate it. This is taking a long time, and which is one thing that is not good for my program, because for some computers it takes a long time, which really affects the outcome. Now it decided to forget the super because it's just taking a long time. Instead of getting more objects, instead of getting more points from the super, it's getting more objects. There isn't much in this black object area, so it goes down and gets another one. Now it goes to deposit and then creates another super, but then because the time is less than 20 seconds, just in case, it goes to deposit, and then at last blue wins. After watching some videos, I'm really impressed by AU7002, which is my brother. Since we have the same strategies and algorithm, it's really hard to improve. And another reason is because I really like how he won by thus a second.